Alrighty. Listen to me. Alrighty. Welcome back to Blackbird News, where everything is connected. And sorry again for the late start. Just some weird internet issues going on, and so apologize for that. I'm trying my best. See you guys talking about social media platforms. Listen, y'all wanted another place to converse, and there's a Telegram channel. It is there. It is the only besides Twitter, it's about the only alternative channel I'm going to have. I still have a blackbearnews.org. I just have not been able to it's been years. I've had this website. I can't even remember. There was a guy that used to follow the channel. Who I bought blackbearnews.org and I think another .net or something. And he basically gave me the domain, and I'm still paying to have the domain renewed every year. Can you guys hear me? Just making sure. So I've got the domain blackbearnews.org, and I have been threatening in my mind to make a Black Bear News website. I just, it's on a list behind about 300 other things I have to do in life. So somewhere in there, I'll maybe get to that. But if you want to post links or talk, the very best, and you don't want to be on Twitter, obviously Black Bear News, the number one, is how to follow me on Twitter. And I'm there a lot. I'm there every day. I'm also in Telegram. I've been checking the Telegram out. I've been posting some things in Telegram. I cannot be a constant presence in Telegram. Just letting you know. I'm not even a constant presence on Twitter, but I'm there, a good, I don't know, hour or two a day, I guess. And so I'm on Twitter quite a lot. I'm trying to get into Telegram every day and look at the channel and see what y'all are doing. But if you want an alternative place to kind of hang out and talk and converse, it's t.me/blackbearnewschat. The link is in the description box below this video. And so you can go there. That's going to be the alternative place. Aren't going to be any other options as of right now. So, what you could do is, maybe message somebody, hey, I'm going to go to the Black Bear News chat and go hang out for a second. You want to join me? A lot of people send me messages and links all over the place. Facebook Messenger, Twitter mainly, sometimes on Instagram. That's all fine. I would prefer if you keep it to the Black Bear News Twitter. I'm just letting you know. I know quite a few of you follow me on Facebook, but I don't engage in Black Bear News chat on Facebook. I don't engage in anything like that on Facebook, hardly ever. It's cool if you want to follow me there and see what I'm doing like in my other life. That's not Black Bear News or Instagram. I'm not talking about Black Bear News stuff on those other channels. There's a Black Bear News Twitter channel, which is dedicated to Black Bear News. That's the best place to hit me up, or you can hit me up at Telegram. All right. What's up, people? We're on Rockfin. I hear you, says Denver. I see you. Let's see what's up. He says Taylor Swift is about as talented as someone who places top 3 in an open mic singer-songwriter contest in a mid-sized city. Yeah, I don't care about Taylor Swift as a performer. She's more of a celebrity that people are talking about for various reasons, and that's why she's in the thumbnail today. And people are talking about her for all kinds of reasons, ridiculous and or otherwise. This one a kind of a ridiculous one. Let's see. Hold on one second. Well, let's look at this. Anyways, by the way, the call-in chat will be open or the call-in will be open for about 10 minutes. And if you're on Twitter and you're listening, or X or whatever you want to call it, give me a shout. I see a couple people over there. Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. I heard that actually Denver, in response, that her father owns the record company that she's on, the record label she's on. Well, sure. That might help out. There's a lot of that in LA, especially, like people with super wealthy parents. I mean, there are a lot of talented people in LA, but it helps if your parents are really wealthy and well connected, and they can kind of like buy you some super pro studio time, $100,000 worth of studio time, or call their friend who works at the record company and gets you a special meeting with the A&R. There are quite a few people who have had some pretty good leg ups, doing some leg ups. Oh boy. It's my official statement on it, and I will not retract it. Oh boy. All right, let's where am I at? Where am I at exactly? The sun is out today. It's beautiful. It's cold, chilly. Woke up this morning, it was in the 30s. Which is kind of rare for LA. But check this out: in all of that atmospheric river, there was snow at some elevations, but not a lot of snow. Jesus Christ! I'm getting a lot of. Hold on. Just got a crap ton of interference all of a sudden. We didn't really get snow at lower elevations, so it was warmer. This is a warm storm. Okay. And right, I was explaining I was talking to my daughter about, I don't really talk to her about climate change too much, but she was saying, well, it seems to be getting warmer in the summer. And I was like, bingo. And I said, yeah, Big Bear is high enough. I think at some elevations. So it's not that we didn't get no snow. It's just way up. It has to be cold enough. The mountains that are behind my house. I could probably show you guys, but I'm not going to do it right now. There are mountains behind my house, and they're not too high. But during the winter, if we get a big storm and it gets cold enough, we get snow. It comes down low enough that we get a little like frosting of snow. But we got no snow. It was actually fairly warm, fairly warm as far as the storm goes. Like it was cold-ish, kind of in the high 40s maybe, low 50s, but never down to the. If it got down to the low 40s or high 30s, then we would have got a bunch of snow, but it just didn't happen. So it was a little bit warmer. Of a storm, and then as soon as the storm left, the temperature dropped. Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying. Jeez. Okay. All right. Global Solidarity say Swifties identify the singer as a daughter, wife, idol, and like her modest way. Is she a wife? Isn't she dating some football dude? She's not a wife. Wife? She was a wife, right? No. Was she married to somebody at one time? I don't know. I don't really care. But like, I don't actually care. Anyways, let's look at this story because it's funny. And it's kind of typical of our times, which is, somebody is looking at my jet travel and I feel unsafe. Really? You feel unsafe? Somebody looking, you can track flights all the time. I saw people, they were tracking the flights of the refueling planes, the U.S. refueling planes heading to the Mideast, and everybody was like, well, this is operational security. Why are you showing this on Twitter? Like, this is important for America to be undercover and go do the thing. Dude, like, you're on the wrong side, bro. If you're worried about operational security, I think it's absolutely cool that we could track the military flights and see what they're doing and what they're up to and what they're going. That actually should be, especially in this day and age of corrupt imperialistic maneuvers by the U.S., like they care anyways. Aircraft carrier positions are posted online. Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think everybody should be able to see exactly what they're up to all the time because transparency. And I think it's great that somebody's tracking Taylor Swift's jet travel because you're an elite who's destroying the planet. And I'm sure you're going to tell people to vote for Biden and stuff because he's the good guy and stuff, and climate change and stuff. But you're one of the most elite, destroying the planet elites. She's threatening. Okay, here's the story. This is a ridiculous story, and of course you gotta bring in the word safety. I feel unsafe. All right, well. You're the mega rich person. You think somebody's going to do something to your plane? I mean, like, come on. You should be worried, you shouldn't be worried about some plebe tracking you online. If you're worried that somebody's going to do something to your plane, you should probably worry about, somebody who has power and influence who might not like you. Like, that's the person you should worry about, not some dude sitting in his basement tracking you on his plane. I'm tracking you on the internet. I mean, come on. It's just dumb beyond belief. Taylor Swift threatens to sue student who tracks her private jet. A student who tracks the private jets of celebrities say Taylor Swift's lawyers have threatened to sue him for sharing her flight information online. Oh, Jack Sweeney uses publicly available data, which it should be publicly available. But this is maybe another, just another brick in the, we got to secure the internet narrative, right? Oh, safety, 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 right? People are doing the weird, people are talking and stuff online, and they're talking about things. We don't like it, mostly about how lame we are and what we're doing and what the rich and the powerful are doing. We don't like it. So safety, safety, safety. We've got to pull out the whole safety card. There's bad people and they're online and they're talking about things, right? That's the whole narrative. Shut up. You're the bad people. You're the bad people, and you're trying to get in the way of people having any kind of agency over their lives whatsoever. So you should stop talking. You should go away. You should be banned. You should be out of office. You should be in jail. You should be sanctioned, etc., etc. You should be hit with lawsuits. Tracking amounts to stalking, Swift's lawyers claim. In 2022, Twitter banned Mr. Sweeney after Elon Musk accused him of sharing his assassination coordinates? Jesus. Elon Musk accused him of sharing, oh my God. Swift's lawyers have issued a cease and desist letter to Mr. Sweeney, a 21-year-old student at the University of Central Florida, demanding that he stop sharing the location of her private jet. Aww. Wah. The letter issued in December says that the information poses an imminent threat to the safety and well-being of Swift, calling it a life or death matter for her. Oh, my God. It cites numerous stalkers she has dealt with in her career and says the data gives criminals a roadmap to carry out their plans. The BBC has not independently reviewed the letter, whose contents have been reported by U.S. media. In a statement to the BBC, Mr. Sweeney said, "Nowhere do I intend for harm. I actually think Swift has some good songs. I believe in transparency and public information." That's right. Public information. That's correct. Can the public get a little information? I mean, my God. Isn't this the information superhighway? Remember that? Remember when this is supposed to be the information superhighway, not the digital gulag? What happened to those lazy, hazy, crazy days of the burgeoning internet when it was supposed to be the information superhighway? Superhighway. Now it's the digital. Sorry, I was gonna say. I'm gonna. All right. Now it's just the digital detention at school, right? You might get put in digital detention. Don't do the wrong. Don't do the bad, Billy. Teacher's going to have to give you some detention. The organization found that her jet emissions were about 1,185 times more than the average person's total annual emissions. 1,185 times. See, if you're rich and famous, you too can destroy the planet hand over fist faster than anybody else. Which actually, here, can I spell out a very easy math equation? Or, math times physics times logic, which is the more money you have, the more you destroy the planet. The more you consume, the more you waste, the more you despoil, the more you defoul, the more you destroy the planet. That's what wealthy people do. That's what wealthy people do, and they just do it. All of them do it. Even the ones that are like, I really care about climate change. If you really cared about climate change, I'm not telling you should give away all your wealth, but what you should probably do is put it all in a tax shelter or whatever you want to do, or a fund, or whatever they're called. Buy yourself a small, smallish bungalow and a mid-size sedan, and travel and live like everybody else. then I will know that you care about climate. Then and only then will I know that you care about climate change. You will own no yachts. You will own no private jets. You will own no private islands. You will own only one house and no, apartment buildings in New York and a villa in France. You will own nothing else. You will buy nothing else. You will live like a regular old Jack. And you'll just have your money sitting somewhere, whatever. Maybe you'll give it away. Maybe you'll house the homeless. Maybe you'll feed the hungry. Who knows? There's a billion things you could do with your billions of dollars. Oh, then and only then will I actually give a flying fuck about anything you have to say about climate change. Leonardo DiCaprio or Harrison Ford or anybody. I don't give a fuck who they are. Shut up. You don't care. Shut up. Last month, a 33-year-old man was arrested on stalking charges outside the singer's home. A spokeswoman for Taylor Swift told U.S. media that the posts about her jet were partly to blame. Really? Nobody knows where she lives? How is the jet tied to her home? I'm trying to find the logic in that one. We cannot comment on any ongoing police investigation. Look, I don't want her to be stalked. I don't want anybody to be stalked. Then the BBC says, on Sunday, she is due to fly to Las Vegas. Well, thanks, BBC, for sharing her information. You dopes. She's due to fly to Las Vegas to see her boyfriend play in the NFL Super Bowl. Well, I guess we'll know exactly where she is. One day after her concert in Tokyo. BBC, what are you doing, man? You're giving the stalkers all the information. Boneheads. That is so hilarious. That's the knee slappingest thing I ever heard. She's threatening to sue this guy that tracks her flights, and then BBC says, well, she's going to be in Las Vegas right after she gets back from Tokyo. In case you're wondering where she's going to be. That's so funny. They just gave her locations. That's hilarious. He also tracked the private flights of other, because it's publicly, it's people know where she's gonna be. All right, whatever. Have I spent way too much time on this story? Sorry. Well, here's the important thing to know. The top carbon emissions by celebrities, private jets, ranked. Taylor Swift is number 1. 8,292 tons carbon. Is that right? Floyd Mayweather is next. Jay-Z is way up there. A-Rod. Blake Shelton. Steven Spielberg. Kim Kardashian. Mark Wahlberg. Oprah Winfrey. Travis Scott. These are just the top 10. Extinction Rebellion says climate criminals ranked. I mean, exactly. If you're that wealthy, you have security, you have people handling your business. Joseph Wood says several mansions as decoys too. It's all about safety. Yeah, I just thought it was hilarious that like people, when they were talking about there's all these planes are going to the Middle East. I mean, I thought that was on purpose, that they were, shouting from the rooftops, "Here we come!" Right? Like I didn't think it was. Everybody was like operational security. why are we telling people what we're doing? I thought that's what was the point. It's like, here we come with all of our planes and tanks and ships. Here we come. We're, it's like, okay. And a lot of people were like, yeah, we're going to give them the beat down. Yeah, this is great. America's great. We're all powerful America. Oh, here we come. Okay. All right. Boy, oh boy. I was just thinking about it. Is it a Toby Keith song? Did y'all hear that Toby Keith passed away? I mean, condolences to his family. Is he the one that sang that, or is it him? I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. I think that's somebody else. He sang another equally horrendous song. That was tied to the whole Operation Iraqi Freedom or something. Something. You know. You know the thing. The thing with the thing. I don't even need to. I don't need to sing any more of that song. Sorry. How y'all feeling? You guys good? Got a couple more people in here. Yeah, and then there's the whole thing about, there's a lot of talk about Taylor Swift being a CIA asset. And having Lee Greenwood. Thank you, Victory Jen. Yeah, I knew that I had the person wrong, but I know that Toby Keith sang something, just something about America. That went, that was, kind of a cheerleading for the U.S. troops when everybody had seemed to have lost their mind collectively. That was a time of great collective hypnosis, right? People talk about COVID being a time of mass hypnosis, or I guess that's. But man, I was around for that whole Bush era, man. Let me tell you, it sucked. That whole post 9/11, let's go to Iraq, and if you're not with us, you're against that whole thing. I mean, people were just there were a lot of people that were awake, by the way, too. It wasn't all nighty night and nap time, but there was a lot of just really super goofy. And let me tell you, it even extended. The weirdest part of the Bush era wasn't even in the Bush era. It was when Obama was president and we had supposedly taken out Osama bin Laden, and people were dancing in the streets, and I was like, what is happening? I mean, that was kind of the culmination of the collective just brain fog that everybody was in, that people in 2009 were like, yeah, we got him, we America, oh yeah, oh, we're so good. Like what? Like what? You're stupid and ignorant? Whoa, all right, good. Wow, awesome. Glad to be here. Proud to be an American. I mean, that was literally under Obama. That was literally under Obama. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that people somehow, even after Obama was elected, that people were still under that spell somehow. That people were still in that like hallucination. Wow. It was something to behold, I have to say. I don't know. Sam Carana with I've kind of stopped covering the Sam Carana thing because his takes are always just like super duper bombastic. Like he's talking about a double blue ocean event, an Arctic BOE combined with an Antarctic BOE. Like, what? Okay, it's almost laughable. Sam Carana or whoever you are, it's a little laughable. But I mean, the daily sea surface temperature is super duper off the charts, right? Here's 2023. We were off. I mean, we're heading into the stratosphere as far as daily sea surface temperature. We know that the oceans are warm. We know that there's, in the process of spitting all that heat back out, right? All the heat that they have been holding on to, holding on so kindly to for us. And then now it's 2024 has just continued where 2023 left off, and it seems to be going in the same direction, which is not good. I'm just going to agree that this is not good. I mean, can we just get this is all jokes. An Arctic blue ocean event would be absolutely off the charts frightening enough. I don't know that we need to have a double blue ocean event. What? Come on, a blue ocean event in Antarctica would be like super duper extreme. There is a lot of freaking ice there. So Sam Carana, I don't understand. Please, whatever you're smoking, it must be great, but could you just take it down a few notches? It actually, I think, would be helpful in the communication of the climate change situation to people, because I think it's a little over the top. And it is always all the time over the top. And so, these must be. I'm beginning to wonder whether your blogs are just meant to gin up the extinction. Gin up the near-term extinction, human extinction people. To get them all to just get the bee's nest swarming. Like, here it comes! Oh my God! That's it! It's all over. I mean, okay. The chart is real. So I have to show the chart, and the chart is scary enough, and it's worth paying attention to. I could do without the hyperbolic double blue ocean event kind of shit, though. All right, Sam Carana, can you just please don't do that? I just don't know that that's helpful. I don't know that really convinces anybody of, anything. Yeah, blue ocean event in Antarctica. I know, I understand, but it is a lot of ice. It's a lot of ice, and it's summer there now. So what is that? I mean, maybe, again, maybe, but golly gee, that's a lot of energy, That is a ton of energy. That is just And again, if that's where we're going, like a double blue ocean event, I don't expect that much of energy being unleashed or released in order to create a double blue ocean event would just be so massive that, I mean, we would just be in, we wouldn't even, a lot of us wouldn't be around to even see that. Because that's a lot of energy. That's a ton of energy. I mean, imagine the mayhem. Imagine the mayhem that would be going on, you know, right? Because think about all that ice having to be melted and how warm things would be and how just out of control, right? All that warmth and all that ice melting would just have the knock-on effects. The ice melting is a slow kind of thing, right? It's kind of a slower thing, right? Because, so, you know, that's a lot of energy. That is a lot of energy. You know, can you imagine? Just imagine it. Just go, you know, just think about that. Think about, just think about that. And I, you know, that's where Sam Carana kind of loses me, because I feel like these aren't, you know, it's not helpful, man, ma'am, or whoever you are. It's just not helpful. Because it's verging on unscientific to say stuff like that, to say double blue ocean event. That's just, it's a little ludicrous. And you've been saying this stuff for years now. So it's hard to, it's like, oh, really? Okay. You know, you put fuel on the fire of people going like, oh, okay. If you're still in a near-term human extinction group, or one of those people that, it's all over, that's it, this is the end. By September, it'll be blue ocean, civilization will be over. But okay. I'll give you a small percentage of probability on that one. But come on. It's been like 10 years in a row. Okay, just stop already. Just stop already. Stop with those kinds of predictions. Please, please, please. It's not helpful. It's not helpful to people. There's a point. I'm a realist. I'm firmly in the camp of it's bad. Things are bad. That there's probably no way back from this. I'm firmly in that camp. And I don't want to be in that camp, but I am. I have to be, based on reality. But this is, you know, saying stuff like this is just, come on, man. Just come on. Hey, who knows? I could wake up in November and be like, what happened? I could wake up in November and be like, oh, well, we lost all the ice and on both poles, and who knows? Here I am living in a cave. Shucks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. All right. Guys, have you been to the Telegram channel? It's a pretty cool place. It'd be cooler if there were more people there. Oh, this is funny. Victory Jen sent me this. Something. Here's an article by David Keith. Solar geoengineering could start soon if it starts small. Oh, tell me more, David Keith. That's funny. That's hilarious. Really? Really? They better get that solar geoengineering going soon. This climate change is bad. That is funny. I mean, come on. Come on. And that was reposted by Ryan Christian, who actually, his take is correct, by the way. I have to agree with him on that one. He's like, it's obvious it's already going on. It's like, it's so silly, this dance they do. How long has that been going on? Like 10 years at least. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. That I can recall, the whole conversation about, whoa, we're testing it out. We're testing out the geoengineering. We're going to see if it works and stuff, guys. You know, because this climate change is going to get bad. We're going to have to test it out and make sure we do it right. You know, we're going to release some test balloons. You know, this has been going on for like 6, 7, 8 years. Here, might do it next year, and they, you know, oh my God. And then a lot of people eat that up. Oh, they're not doing geoengineering. Oh, they would never do that. That would be crazy. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about how how ethical these people work. Tell me more. They would never do what? What? You're talking about the people who just blew up nuclear weapons in the stratosphere just to see, just to get some measurements. You're talking about those people? Oh, well, it's different now. Oh, tell me more. Please go on. Tell me more. Let's see. Okay. There's an article about peak oil. Peak oil will creep back into significance in the coming years. Oil market will face supply shortage by the end of 2025, Occidental CEO says. About 97% of the oil produced today was discovered in the 20th century, she told CNBC. The world has replaced less than 50% of the crude produced over the last decade. We're in a situation now where in a couple of years' time, we're going to be very short on supply. And they're looking for new oil. They're drilling for new oil. Always. They're fracking for some more oil. She says, for now, the market is oversupplied, which has held oil prices down. You know what's funny is that the randomness of the pricing of the oil, of the gas, can be very frustrating. It's like $2 a gallon cheaper, like in the Midwest compared to here. It's really expensive here. For no reason whatsoever, other than they can just, some people might say, well, it's because of taxes or whatever. It's like, all right, taxes aren't that much. Taxes aren't $2 a gallon. Like you're just charging that much because you can get it, because people will pay it. It's just theft, If people just stopped paying it and all got together and said like, no, no. If it did it for about a week, they'd be like, oh, all right, okay, sorry. Oh, William, the Black Bear Telegram channel is t.me/Black Bear News Chat. It's in the description box in Rockfin and in YouTube. And in Callin, I think. There's info. There's like an info or description more about like the show on Callin. Anywho, oh, all right. Well, okay, so and Telegram is a I think Telegram is a not a algorithmically censored type of place. It's not a lot of like shadow banning and stuff going on there. There are a lot of scammers and weird fake accounts there, so you got to be careful. You do have to be careful. Like if people call you on Telegram, don't answer it. Don't answer it. It's a scammer. But Telegram is a place where you're not going to get censored for posting stuff. So that's the good part about it. Okay, so we're going to go to Rockfin for a second because I want to play this. Brenda says they used to price gouge us here in Western New York by $2 more a gallon for gas for a long time, but the people finally complained enough. Okay, and they lowered it. Yeah, I mean, all it would take is for people to just be like, all it would take was for people to just, stop paying it. All get together, really get loud and vocal about it. Like, hey, you guys are just charging us this, just arbitrarily. So, all right. So we're going to leave YouTube and we're going to go over to Rockfin for a second because I want to play a video by John Campbell that Scott sent to me today. It's an important video and I'm glad that he's covering it because I have been seeing a lot of videos around I've been seeing a lot of videos about this particular thing that's going on. If you enjoy this channel being here and enjoy coming here to chat every day and talk about this and that and get up on the news and you want to support the channel, then that's great. I appreciate that. I bring this content to you for free 99 every day, Monday through Friday. Also, I post all the links to the shows in Patreon, but I do ask that you pay to look, to have access to the links. So, you can pay like $1 a month on Patreon. But I keep all the links updated there for anything I talked about on the show. And even some things I don't talk about, I post links to in Patreon. But you can also just follow me on Twitter, and you'll probably see pretty much everything I'm going to talk about. So, buymeacoffee.com/blackbearnews. You can support me there. Cash App at Red Llama Music. You can support me there. Venmo at Kevin Sandblum. You can support me there. PayPal.me/Kevin Sandblum. You can support me there. And you can Zelle me at kevinsandblum@protonmail.com. Okay, YouTubers, peace out. We're going to go to Rockford for a few minutes. And see you.